Thank you for joining me for the presser on a Wednesday, everybody. This is Ultra Maximus here. You are watching the Secret Variant. Woo! What do we got here? Welcome, everybody. This is a new version of software that I'm running tonight to try to see if this is working. And here's what I'm looking for. Where's my chat? My chat's supposed to be on. I'm supposed to be able to see you guys from the chat on screen. So that's interesting. I'm wondering where y'all are at and how y'all are doing tonight. So welcome everybody to the Secret Variant. I am your humble host, Ultra Maximus. And I'm checking in from multiple avenues to see what this stream looks like. So bear with me for a second while we get tooled up and up to speed. And I hope you guys like what I got going on here. And yeah, I'm like I said, I'm wondering there's supposed to be this cool little thing that's supposed to be showing all the live chat. But if the live chat's not there, no worries. So let's see here. What I need to do. See, this is funny, is I can't see my own stream from there. I need to go over here. How y'all doing tonight? All right, let's see what's going on here. So there's 5 of you watching right now. All right, so what's up? Yeah, so I see everybody in here. So I'm not using my normal software, and that chat highlighter that I was hoping was going on isn't working right. So, but I can kind of see what's going on in chat a little bit. I'm going to use an ulterior method to make this work, but you guys are not here to see my face. Y'all are here to see some comics, right? So I do this thing here called the Secret Variant, and on the Secret Variant, yeah, you know, it's basically a little review of what's going on. So y'all ready? Y'all ready to dive in? Change it up a little bit, looking like this, but yeah, let's show you guys what I got here. Let's go one deeper. All right, so you don't need to see my face as much, but I am here, and the audio capture, the audio output isn't. I don't know if it's working or not, so can't really tell. So appreciate you guys again tuning in for this Raw Report Secret Variant. And let's get to moving here. I got a lot of stuff going on. So you are again watching the Secret Variant. This is for FOC. Your soundtrack at the beginning of this video was provided in part by White Bat Audio. And then of course you guys have helped me get just over 300 subscribers, and I don't even tag my videos. I don't hashtag them or nothing. So this is much appreciated for all the sharing of the video and the channel. And again, you can find me on Facebook, you can find me on IG, you can find me on Twitter. So please hit me up in those spots. And of course, thank you all for the proper packaged and shipped items that I purchased recently. Some of them not so proper, but I won't talk about those. This is the Secret Variant, and there will of course be spoilers because I like to run my mouth about some of the stuff that I see. So I hope you guys are watching because you like the content I provide. And let's kick this thing off. So let's get this thing rocking and rolling. And again, massive of thanks to Mighty Mel V. And of course, you guys need to be liking, subscribing, tuning into that over there at Mighty Mel V's channel. And of course, Tales from the Flip Side, where I will, of course, appreciate you guys who did reply with comments. And I got your names ready to rock and roll for that giveaway. So we'll look out for that one on the next Wednesday Night Comic Book Presser. And of course, Mr. Eric Hurd, who is responsible for some of my logos and graphics. And of course, WanaComics.com. Got to appreciate them as well. So, all right, everybody, you are in for the Secret Variant. So let's take a look at what's coming up on FOC. So this FOC is due tomorrow. And what that means is that your orders need to be in. So for Ablaze, we've got Unsacred Volume 2. And here is your cover A. And then we've got a cover B. And then we've got a cover C. And then we've got a cover D. And then we've got a Virgin cover C, which is your 10 copy incentive. And then your 20 copy pencil art. And then your 30 copy negative variant. So, let's see here. That's all for Ablaze, and that's the first title up, and then we got Aftershock, and on Aftershock we got I Breathed a Body number 2, Kaiju Score number 4, Nuclear Family number 1, Shastine cover, and the reason why they label that is because there is actually a 15 copy incentive by Tony Harris. So you'll be wanting to look out for that one if you're a collector of Aftershock, and this one looks good. I don't know what to say about this cover right here, but it looks quite interesting, and I'm not really one that chases a ton of independents. But Sympathy for No Devils number 5 is also on the FOC list this week. So be sure to hit up your local comic shops, and if you don't have a local comic shop, be sure to get a hold of your favorite online retailer and let them know that by tomorrow you need to have these things done. You need to have these orders in, because if you don't, you will be fending for yourself that release day, which is looking like all this items should be available in stores on February 24th. Archie does have a release, and we've got Betty and Veronica Jumbo Comics Digest number 291. And then we've got from Artists, Writers, and Artisans, we've got Year Zero, Volume 2, Issue number 4. And that is some wild, wild things going on there. That's all I can say about that cover. But Black Mask also has a release coming up, and this is Space Riders Vortex of Darkness number 3. That is fantastic, is what that is. That's what that is. And Dark Horse Comics, of course, we got a couple releases coming up from them, and this first one up is going to be Crimson Flower number 2, and then we've got a Patrick Reynolds variant edition for that Crimson Flower number 2. So be sure to check that one out. And then, of course, we're working with Skull Digger and Skeleton Boy number 6 of 6. Here is your cover A, and then, of course, your cover B. And then we've got Tales from the Umbrella Academy, You Look Like Death, number 6 of 6. And then there's another cover apparently, because there's a bunch of covers. So let me see here. It didn't actually give me. I think that's your cover B, and then this is your cover C. And I think they did not label those when I copied those over, so pardon my editorial mistake. But I am a one-man show over here doing this all by my lonesome, making these slides and trying to bring it to you. So I appreciate y'all choosing to come and see me on this Sunday night. It is almost 11:15, and your time could be well spent sleeping, but instead you're here with me looking at this George R.R. Martin A. Clash of Kings, number 11, cover A. And then here's your cover B. Red Sonja, number 24, Castro has an FOC bonus variant that I did not have cover art for by the time I went live this evening. So, with that, there's your cover A, there's your Jay Lee, and then your Linzer, and then your Stott, and then your Cloak, and then your Cosplay, and then your Virgin cover, and then your other Virgin cover, and then your bonus FOC variant for Vengeance of Vampirilla, which is a completely different book. I thought we were still going to be looking at the same title for at least an hour. I know it's not happening that way, though. So, that's good. But Vengeance of Vampirilla, number 15, Castro's bonus FOC variant. And then we've got I've got actually a graded option where you can actually get your CGC graded Vengeance of Vampirilla, number 15, in both Oliver and Perillo covers. And is it me, or does she look very much Angelina Jolie-ish in this one? Interesting. And then, of course, cover A. There's your Perillo cover A. And there's your cover B, Oliver. And then there's your cover C, Segoyeva. I hope I didn't butcher that name. And then there's your cover D, Cosplay. And then we have our Oliver Limited Virgin cover, your Perillo Limited Virgin cover. And then that will probably be updated with additional incentive line variants and 30 copies and all sorts of other stuff. And you know what? I just... in order to keep my sanity, I'm going to have to reduce the amount of things I share from Dynamite. Look, just I'll give you the goods, and you guys can take it upon yourself to go and look upon the other items there. But Oni Press got it. Dryad number 9. Titan Comics. Blade Runner Origins cover A. And that was, of course, an art journal. And then here you have a cover B by Momoko. And then we have a cover C by Dagnino. And then your cover D by Hack. And then your cover E by Kowalski. And then your cover F, Blank Sketch. And then your cover H, Momoko FOC variant. Whew. And then we have Cutting Edge, Devil's Mirror 2 of 2, cover A. Love it. Cover B, Alberti. And again, I want to stop real quick and just give a shout out to everybody in the chat. Hey, I'm not using my usual StreamYard software here this evening. I'm trying to update it and basically, up the game here. And it didn't really work out because I'm supposed to be looking at a screen right now that has all these books and stuff on it and is also showing everybody's chat on screen. And it didn't quite work out that way. So back to the drawing board as far as figuring out this software, but I do appreciate you all checking me out live. I hope you all are finding what you're looking for as I go through this list of books that have a final order due tomorrow, with the exception of one title subscriber. So I'll get that explanation to you guys here when I get to that title. But here we have Valiant and Bloodshot kicking it with the coolest haircut in comics. We've got 11, cover A by Corona. And then we've got cover B by Manco. And then this is what stumbled me for a minute, because I was like, wait a minute, where's the cover C? So I don't see anything that shows a cover C. But pre-ordered bundled number 11, cover D, is very well listed in the release listing. So I don't know what happened to cover C. It might have fallen off. But of course, we got Vault Comics with Engine Ward number 8, cover A. And then we've got cover B by Hickman. Plot number 8. And then we've got a cover B with no artwork available at the time of this broadcast. So again, thanks for tuning in live. I know you guys don't have very much time between this FOC show and your FOC orders being due. So hopefully you're taking notes. Hopefully you're messaging your persons and have that email open right now. And shout out to everybody who's using the pull box for my boy Lucas over at Drunken Chat and getting him to hit you up for some of these books. So, yeah, let's move on to Zenoscope here. And then, of course, Zenoscope's got Grim Fairy Tales number 45, cover A. And then moving on from that, we have your cover B. And wait. Before, yeah, I mean, that's cool looking too. But look at the Sai. She's got those metal hands like... You guys remember Warblade from Wildcats? Pretty sure that's what that kind of is a derivative from. But, not going to fault them. So the artwork is definitely very good. I will give them that. And then here's your cover C. And then there is your Keith Garvey cover D. And then, of course, we've got Robin Hood Iron Maiden number 2 of 2. There's your cover B by White. And then your cover C by Burns. All right, everybody. We're moving on to the bigger publishers. And then, of course, probably going to be the book of the week in 3 weeks. And everybody's talking about this one tremendously. And I want you guys to all understand something. Boom is returnable for Berserker number 1. Now, what does that mean? That means a lot of focus is going to be on the incentive variants and the future of the incentive variants. And, of course, if the 150,000+ copies I think were suggested, were ordered, are absorbed by the market, but man, that Mark Brooks cover, look at that. Isn't that good? I mean, don't get me wrong, the Grandpa cover is good, but this Mark Brooks cover, killing it. And of course you got your cover C, which is a Grandpa foil variant. Looks just like the cover A, and then you got a Mark Brooks foil variant, which looks just like the cover B. But this is your cover C's and your cover D's. And then, of course, you got a cover E sketch variant. And then we start getting spicy, and then we're going to have a cover F 10 copy incentive red blank sketch variant. Cover G is a 25 copy by Bermejo. Cover H is a 25 copy incentive by Grandpa. Cover I is a 50 copy incentive by Grandpa. Cover J is a 50 copy incentive by Brooks, and I assume that these are all Virgin incentives because the 100 copy incentive also looks like a Virgin incentive. And then, of course, we're coming across now to some sketch variants that I believe are Virgin sketches. And then this one right here, the Mora, this is sick. And look at that knife. I'm just saying, artistically, that knife looks awesome. And the resemblance to Keanu is still very much there. And then you come across this 1 in 500 incentive by Mark Brooks, which will probably have a lot of people chasing it. But this right here is the talk of the town, everybody. Let's talk about this one. So this right now is the talk of the town because this will be only available signed via Keanu Reeves. It's the only way this book's going to come. And then CGC has said that you can make arrangements with your store. If your store is getting one and the customer would like to have it slabbed, they can make arrangements to have that done. You would just have to have the book sent to them through their channels. So this is my advice to you right now, to reach out and contact your CGC provider, your slabber, your facilitator, and see them about this book if you are serious about it. So I know some of you guys are hardcore, Keanu collectors, and there are going to be people who are probably going to want that service. So get it done, because otherwise afterwards it will be a green label, and you guys know what the green label means. I'm sure I don't have to tell you what the green label means. So, but moving on, that's a huge book. And then of course we got Firefly. There's your cover A. I assume there's trade dress that's going to accompany that one too. Your cover B by Doe did not have artwork when I went live, but there is a 10 copy incentive by Bengal, a 25 copy incentive by Yarsky, and then there is a 50 copy incentive as well by Yarsky, which makes things really dicey. And then of course you got an unlockable variant. So I don't know what that means, but you better be talking to your store tomorrow about that one if you're a Firefly fan. And from my understanding, Firefly is moving on to a newer book, but these are on FOC right now, so we'll worry about these. Something is Killing the Children number 15 actually doesn't have a second cover. There is no cover B, so very interesting to chase that one. And then of course none of these had cover art, so I figured I could knock them all out in one slide. Now, these are on FOC tomorrow, and you probably need to talk to your store about them if this title is really as good as it is to warrant all these later printings. Now, we seem to come across this where Boom has nothing but books that get later prints because they either are selling to speculators or they are just that good, and we'll have to see what happens. So we'll see, but we only find them when we're dead. Gets a number 1 with a 5th print, a number 2 with a 4th print, a number 3 with a 3rd print, a number 4 with a 3rd print, a number 5 with a 2nd print, all before issue number 6. So we'll see what happens with this property. I'm going to be watching that one. And then, of course, the Lone Rangers of the FOC list that have an FOC all the way at next Sunday. So right now you have a 7-day opportunity to stack your orders for these following DC books. So this is how we're going to do it here, because DC does this weird thing where they do an FOC on Sundays. Diamond is basically like a week behind, or a week ahead, I think. I'm not really sure how to explain it, but we're looking right now with a list where you order it directly from Lunar, and this is for their FOC for the following Sunday, 2/7. So keep that in mind when you're looking at this list here, everybody. And again, I appreciate y'all for tuning in and watching the Secret Variant live. I hope the microphone is paying for itself and y'all have a much better opportunity to hear my voice. Sorry about that. I needed to take a drink Clear my throat. All right, everybody, let's get back in this. So on this DC list for FOC, we've got Batman number 106, which is your cover A, your Jorge Jimenez. And then, oh my God, what is this? So this right here is something that I'm looking at very closely here, because we got a lot of stuff going on in this one. It looks like Scarecrow in the top left, or in the very top background. You know, some of the newer villains, Grifter's there. Harley is on the Bat side, though, with Red Hood kind of in between. And then, of course, Tim Drake back as the Robin. And then, of course, look at Damian up front, not Robin. So it's going to be interesting to see what this one does. I actually like this variant a lot. I think artistically it looks really, really cool. The Bat family is huge, though. You know what I'm saying? The Bat family is like carrying DC. There is a 106 incentive variant, which is a 1 in 25. So good luck on that one. And then let's see here. We've got Batman Urban Legends #1 cover A. And then you got your cover B, David Finch. Red Hood, Batman Red Hood variant. I wonder if there's Red Hood content in this book. If there is, I'm probably going to want to pick it up. And this one's not that bad either. Urban Legends featuring Grifter. All right. And then we've got Crime Syndicate #1, cover A, Jim Chung. Crime Syndicate, cover B. I scan. Dreaming Waking Hours. #8. All right, then we have the Infinite Frontier book. Now, Infinite Frontier #0. This is wild looking, because we do see a lot of things going on here, and I want to give a shout out to my boy Dollar Bin for his astute observations of some things going on in this cover, and we had a pretty nice discussion about it too. I'm not going to spoil it. I'll let him deliver the news. If you don't follow Dollar Bin on Twitter, you should, because that's where he's dropping some of that knowledge. He's also doing it on Reddit, of all places, Reddit. And then, of course, I think there's a Reddit now for comic book bets. Maybe you guys should check that one out, because I know the Wall Street Bets one is making news. Maybe we should take over Reddit and get the comic book bets subreddit to take over. But Infinite Frontier #0 has also got a one-shot cover B John Timms cardstock variant. I don't know who this is, but I like it. And it looks like Spectre, and is that Star Sapphire? I don't know. DC people, if you know who this is, please leave me a comment below. And of course, I appreciate everybody again chatting up tonight. I'm not actually able to chat, but I am checking you all out, and this is good. I see everybody in there from Eric Hurd to Dwayne Scott to Dr. Lovebox to Jorge Lopez and Aaron Yee and Cherokee Metal. All you guys, I really do appreciate y'all checking this out live. It means the world to me. So, Man Bat #2 of 5, Rorschach #2 of 6, and this one right here, this is cool looking, right? But y'all, man, Gabriel Del Otto, sending it home. And this is just, one of those books. It's got a $4.99 cover price, and of course it's under the DC Black label. And then, of course, we got Sensational Wonder Woman #1, cover A, Yasmin Putri. This is just a sick variant cover, or a sick regular cover. I don't think there is a variant for it. Suicide Squad #1, cover A, Eduardo. Swamp Thing #1, cover A by Mike. And then cover B by Francesco. Made it through the DC list, everybody. We're making waves, everybody. And let me take this minute just to kind of, again, I thank you all for tuning in to the Secret Variant Live. It means the world to me. And I look forward to, again, having my little chat, little things flying up on the screen here and being able to interact with you guys in the chat. Being able to lay over top of using StreamYard, maybe over top of this stuff too. So it's what I'm working on. So we're gonna get back into this list. I do need to take care of some family thing here real quick. If you guys can just take a look at this screen, and hopefully the audio capture is still putting out some good tunes in the background. I'm going to turn them up for just a minute here, and I'm going to switch my screen back so you all can take a look at this thing instead of my face. Be right back. All right, I am back. Thank you again. I just had to take care of an animal. You know, if anybody else takes care of animals, you know how it is. But anyway, on this IDW list, let's get it cracking here. So IDW, Transformers Back to the Future, number 3 of 4. And yeah, pausing for a station identification break. That's right, Thunder. And thank you again for hanging around. But we've got Transformers Back to the Future number 3. There's your cover A. Cover B didn't have cover art available, but you know what did? The retail incentive. So, pretty cool there. Usagi Yojimbo number 17. And hit after hit after hit after hit with this thing. I swear. Alright, so the incentives for Usagi has just been nuts. I don't know why they've been this good, but they're good. I don't even collect Usagi, but I like the way they look. And then, of course, Usagi Yojimbo, Wanderer's Road, rounding off the releases for the IDW section. Image up. We got some good stuff coming from Image, of course, for all you crossover fans. Crossover cover A. Hitting shelves with a cover B, the top secret full reveal on February 24th. And that, of course, is the day that it hits shelves. So it'd be interesting to see who else is in that shadow. Cover C is going to be a blank cover. Cover D is going to be a 10-copy incentive by Shaw, which is going to be a color version of the 25-copy incentive by Shaw, also Virgin. And then number 50 copy, or the number 4 50-copy incentive, the Ellipsis design variant. And then we've got the 100-copy incentive by All Red out there. So that's a lot of stuff going on, right? A lot of different moving parts, but still there, you know, it's a ton of books, tons and tons of books. But Department of Truth number 6 comes firing back with a wicked looking cover. And Joker M21, thank you for joining, man. I just caught you at the tail end of your stuff, you know, getting my family to bed and taking care of animals and all the other stuff, and get ready to go live over here. But thank you for joining us over here for the FOC Secret variant, my friend. Department of Truth number 6 cover B also doesn't hurt the eyes, really. I mean, it's really not that bad, right? Ice Cream Man is looking really, really good as well, continuing to just deliver 6 stories and getting lots of hype. Number 23 cover A, and then of course 23 cover B. I don't know, everybody. What do y'all think of this cover B? I actually really, really like this one. I think it's sick. Vulture's actually picking the skeleton clean. And then Philadelphia actually went back for a cover, a number 12 second print cover. So, interesting to see. Monstrous number 32 coming up. Nailbiter number 10. Oh, I'm sorry. Nailbiter Returns number 10. Let me not confuse those titles. I don't want to upset people. Nomen Omen number 12 of 15. And 15 is such an odd number to do a miniseries in, but whatever. Looks like it's approaching terminal velocity, I guess you could say. The penultimate issue is 14. Oblivion Song number 30. Post Americana number 3 of 6. Rain Like Hammers number 1 of 5 second printing. And I like this. I don't know if y'all know why I like this, but I like this. Not too shabby here too on the number 2 of 5. And then we've got Savage Dragon number 257. Here is your skinny God of Thunder, not the God of Thunder I have been practicing the last year and 2 months to get the endgame costume accuracy. But here's your retro trade dress variant for Savage Dragon. who's reading Savage Dragon, really? I mean, if you are still reading Savage Dragon, cool. Thank you for supporting a long-time Image product. Creator owned as well. And then, of course, we got Scumbag number 5, cover A by Klein. This one right here, though, Spawn 315, cover A. Who is she? And is she my wife? Because that's badass. Yeah, and then, of course, the Coppola McFarlane cover ain't too shabby either. And then the cover C, also really, really cool looking design layout. And, of course, we got Violator on the cover. But these things are the smoking hot item that is now coming to Spawn collectors. And I don't know if Spawn collectors are really chasing these as much as they know about them. If Spawn is right now warranting 50 copies to be sold to shops, man, this is going to be one that's probably going to be up there in the Spawn collection as the Spawn hype wave. I don't know where we are on one. Are you guys tell me? Leave me a comment below if you're watching this video on a rewind. But I'd like to know where you think the Spawn wave is, because these all ride in waves. Every now and then a title will get hot. The print run will increase. Variants will be offered. Sometimes an incentive variant like this gets offered, and then all of a sudden, the print run takes a dive, and then you don't have as many of these available. So where are we? Are we on that threshold that we've already passed where these things are now hot again? But Two Moons number 1, you got a cover A. You got a cover B by Visafino. And then, of course, Two Moons number 1's got a cover C blank variant. Now, for all you second print chasers and low print run people who like the rarest version of it, but also for all my David Finch people, these are fire. I can't lie. Now, I told my wife about Walking Dead being reprinted with color, and she's not having it. She just wants to finish out her black and white run, so which means I'm still not off the hook for that Walking Dead number 1. But we'll see. One day, maybe that will be a book that will grace this collection. But here is your Walking Dead Deluxe cover A second print by Finch. There's your second print number 2. Your second print number 3. Second print number 4. And your second print number 5. And your second print number 6. Now, all of these on FOC right now. I know that really is. It's. Let me just stop for a second here. That's a lot to take in. It really is a lot to take in. So let me know how you guys think about these Walking Dead second prints, and if they're going to be something that you're going to be picking up. You think they're going to be worth picking up in the future. They may be. So I, again, want to get back through this because we are now hitting the home stretch, everybody. We're at the Marvel title. So you guys want to knock this one out? Because I sure as shit do. So I really, again, appreciate y'all checking me out live. Doing this list with you guys every Sunday has been awesome. I hope you are, of course, checking me out on Wednesday when I do the presser. And doing this FOC list 3 weeks in a row will help me get the pipeline filled. But doing it via the slides. I have to have the slides in order to have the pipeline filled in order to be able to move forward and do the presentation, as a Wednesday presser release in 3 weeks. So looking forward to it. So see y'all February 24th with some of these slides and the Marvel stuff here. So let's knock this out. So I like the cover, but I'm wondering again, what are they going to do? Are they going to kill Mary Jane again fakely, or are they going to kill her again? They're going to revive her, because that's basically the whole gimmick that what Kindred has. He's able to kill and revive people over and over again. And then, of course, this right here is a very interesting book to me, because now we have the Goddess of Magic as Black Cat. So issue 3 is going to be, I guess, tell us a little bit more about what happens, and we just happen to get those both on the same day. So I don't know. We won't know if the second print is going to be dead on arrival until it arrives with issue number 3. So we'll check that out then. But number 3 also has a variant, which I guess is good stuff. And then, of course, Black Panther number 23 is going to be returning to the original Black Panther run left off there. And they're going to go also with this Black History variant. So then, yeah, Spidey Hunter, thank you for commenting that in the chat. Spidey Hunter in the chat said, you notice that there's only one cover. That's very odd for that book, and I do have to agree with that. So Black Panther also has this Tedesco variant. And give me one more second here. Gotta take care of. So here's your Tedesco variant for Black Panther number 23. And then we've got Captain Marvel number 26. And then, of course, we're looking at everything going on here. We've got Psylocke's daughter. We've got Namor's son. We've got Spider-Woman. We've got Carol Danvers traveling through time or something. I don't know. But here's Captain Marvel number 26 and the mech variant, the Avengers Mech Strike variant. Then there's, of course, going to be this Marvel Masterworks variant. So be on the lookout for those variants. And then, of course, there's looking like the incentive is going to be this one here. So we do not have artwork available. But announced also was this Captain Marvel Snapshots number 1. Did not see an incentive variant listed for this one, but there is this row variant. So this may be the incentive, or they are just all open order. Daredevil number 25, third printing, getting a Chiquetto variant. Not sure if there's going to be an incentive on that one. I did not see one listed, but that does not mean they won't change the game. You know, they like to do that sometimes. But King in Black Handbook number 1 also coming on FOC. And then, of course, we got King in Black Namor number 4 of its 5-issue mini-series. Lots of King in Black tie-in books going to be wrapping up. But, of course, we're getting second prints across so many of these things. So we got King in Black Symbiotes number 1 getting a second print here. And then, of course, Valkyries number 1 also getting a second print. So these things do make it very interesting because just kind of, you know, making sure that they're on the shelves for places that may have sold out or may have under-ordered. But King of Black Return of the Valkyries is also going to be a 4-issue miniseries that has interesting variants. We got the Headshot variant, right? And then we've got the Noto one. And this is, honestly, the last issue's Noto was not one of my favorites. And I like Noto artwork. Noto's one of my favorite artists, to be honest. King in Black Returns Valkyrie number 3. He's got a Sousa Black History variant. And then, of course, we're on a Maestro War and Pax number 2 of 5. And then here's your variant cover for that one. Finishing off the final issue of the Magnificent Ms. Marvel series, Magnificent Ms. Marvel number 18. And, of course, this features the Stormbreaker versus Ms. Marvel cover. But does the cover match the interior? That is the question. So I'm getting George Lopez saying there's a Cockrum 1 in 50 for Captain Marvel snapshots. So that is interesting because that was not listed on my FOC list. So shame on my source for making me miss a slide. But thank you, Mr. Lopez, for being in my chat and helping me deliver the news to you. So if you're after those Marvel snapshots, there's a probably Dave Cockrum 1 in 50 for that one. Now, I wonder, is it going to be a binary 1 in 50 then? That makes it very interesting if you're a binary connector. Binary connector? Binary collector. Anyway, Marvel's Voices Legacy number 1. We got the Stormbreakers variant. So this one's also featuring a character from Strange Academy. So having her on a cover of a 1 per store, if you are chasing this character, well, here's your heads up. There will be a 1 per store hitting stores on February 24th. And then, of course, we've got the Marvel Legacy variant for Miles, which I think this one's probably going to do really well. Spider suit with a hoodie. Absolutely. Then we got a Shuri variant, looks like Marvel's Voices Legacy, the Edge variant. And then we've got the Lashley variant. Another Miles variant, too. I don't think I need to say very much for me on this one. If you guys know who this is, you know why. You probably should have this book on your list because some things about to happen. And we have only until tomorrow to ensure that you have this book in your box. And then you will be left to fend with everybody else. I don't know the ratio on it. I don't know if anybody in the chat can check this out, but I have people saying it's a very expensive FOC for them, and that I can understand. Moving on, New Mutants number 16. Star Wars Dr. Aphra number 7, second print. So for everybody who missed out on the wonderful Frisian artwork for 7's variant, you can pick up the second print and not feel so bad about it. Sword number 2 also getting a second print so we can get more of that nullified Kid Cable. And then, of course, Symbiote Spider-Man King in Black number 4 of 5. He's got a very interesting cover. Rocket Raccoon. And then here's your David Nakayama variant, which did not have cover art by the time I went live this evening. So it was interesting to see that missing, but the name does not disappoint. So we are working with the Union number 3 of 5, and very interesting to see that there's, of course, a Johnson variant for this issue, doing some very interesting things. And then here is your Silva Design variant. This, I believe, is your 1 in 10 or incentive-ish, or maybe a little bit higher ratio. U.S. Agent number 3 of 5. And, of course, let's see, U.S. Agent 3 of 5, the Well-Be variant. Warhammer 40K. Marneus Calgar, number 5. Man, I just butchered that name so bad. Warhammer 40K, Marneus Calgar, number 5 Games Workshop variant. And then Wolverine number 10. And you guys know how bullish I am on Maverick. Shout out to the 1990s, the primest time of comics, when Wolverine has adamantium ripped out of him. And early on, Omega Red's second appearance is also Maverick's first appearance. So you know what? At least he didn't appear in the same book as Omega Red and try to have Omega Red steal his spotlight. But y'all want to push Darkhawk? I'm telling you right now, Maverick is my push. You can push Darkhawk. I'm going to push Maverick because I believe in Maverick. You should believe in Maverick too. He's almost magic, but his name is Maverick. And here he is with the Kubert variant on Wolverine number 10. And here is your Finch variant. And oh my God, what are they doing? They're making everybody bankrupt with these 1 in 50 Finch variants. So here we are, everybody. X-Men number 18, and here's another one coming up for you. So everybody want to talk about this one being an expensive FOC, and that is probably because of these 1 in 50s. So, but this one right here is not a 1 in 50. This Momoko variant is indeed open order, and then of course X-Men number 18, Sousa Storm Black History Month variant. Good looking cover, really good looking cover. But speaking of butts. Here we go, everybody. Here is your David Finch 1 in 50 variant for X-Men number 18, making this the last book from Marvel on FOC. So I hope y'all saw something in there. And of course, you guys know who I am. I'm your humble host, Ultra Maximus. You all know what I'm responsible for, such things as a speculation matrix. You are now watching a special edition of the Raw Report. You all know I do this other thing over here called the Wednesday Night Comic Book Presser, where you all successfully did leave me comments, and I got commended from the Flipside staff on the fact that y'all were leaving comments. So let me show my mug here real quick, and make sure you guys know that I appreciate you for all you do. So again, commenting helps break the algorithms that we are up against, because right now we are up against the man. Just put it that way. Here I am also up against the man, and I heard that Mel is not going to allow another Drunken Box giveaway until I've also hit the magic number of 1,000 subscribers on this channel. So if you'd like to see the Drunken Box 2 come to fruition, be sure to like this channel, share it, subscribe to it. Leave me a comment to help me break the algorithms too, so we can get some more people watching. And I know you guys think that I'm giving you, cornbread that other people shouldn't have, but let's say this: the people smart enough to watch this show deserve the information. And if we can help those people get the incentives that come with these, smart little plays that we're working here, well, I think they deserve it. I really do. And then that will in turn help the market increase the print runs. But let's also bring people in to the market and introduce them to the hobby and the wonderful stories that we're experiencing right now, and see if somebody out there isn't the future, Avengers director or future X-Men director. You never know. There could be that guy in here right now watching this show, which would be awesome. And I hope that they would pay homage to some of the X-Men choices that I've made over the years. But you guys, again, are it, because you pushed me over 300 subscribers. That was huge for me. Honestly, that meant the world to me. So, again, thank you for doing that. Y'all know where to find me. IG, YouTube, here. And, of course, on IG, make sure you are following my boy Eric Hurd. And that is, of course, Hurd S. Eric. He's done a lot of work for the logos. And, of course, as you guys know, the audio output tonight is brought to you in part by White Bat Audio. Please be sure to give them a subscription. I do want to thank you all for watching. And I'm going to take one more time and just say thank you all in the chat. I'm taking a look at the chat. And we will see y'all next time. We really will. So thank you all for tuning in for the Secret Variant. Make sure to like and subscribe. And check you later.